like to give a special thanks to Mattel for sending these products to us for free. What's up, doll collectors and gift givers? Here is another My Froggy Stuff Buyer's Guide. From the makers of Monster High, here are Skullector Dolls. Like collector dolls that look like Monster High characters. And I'm not saying that they are Monster High characters, even though we all kind of think they are, because the box does say from the makers of Monster High. It doesn't say Monster High, so I don't know if this is a technical thing, if I'm just looking too deep into it, but there we have it. You know, I'm probably just overthinking this. Right here it says the makers of Monster High. The makers of Monster High. They included some really cool artwork. It says The Shining, and on the back, it says the Monster High Skullector team. So I guess it's safe to just call these Monster High dolls. But here it says from the makers of Monster High. This is probably a non-issue, so let's just move on. The Shining, the Grady Twin Dolls. Hello, friend. You've been chosen to get a freak peek at the first ever Scream-worthy line of collectible dolls, Skullector, from the makers of Monster High. Dead ringers for horror's most iconic skull-lebrities and stars from the Silver Scream. Every doll is crafted with to die for details, from the top of their hair-raising scare styles to the bottom of their blood-curdling costumes. Waiting patiently inside are a pair of new Skullector dolls we will be unleashing soon. Why won't you come play with us? The scary, cute Grady twins have been haunting the lonely halls of the Overlook Hotel for years, lurking for the perfect playmate for a game of hide and shriek in room 237. After all, ghouls just want to have fun. Skullector dolls are so creepy and collectible, they're what every horror fan is sure to be screaming for this year. Frightfully yours, the Monster High Skullector team. Yeah, I would say they're definitely a little bit creepy, which is a compliment in the Skullector world. When pre-order for these dolls opened on the Mattel Creations website, they had a price of $75. At the bottom, it does say for ages 18 and up. They come in a large black box. We can see the dolls in the center. It says The Shining underneath. Mattel logo in the top corner. There are faint words written across the top that say, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." On the side of the box, there are pictures of the dolls. The other side says The Shining, and on the back, it says The Shining Grady Twins Dolls, come play with us, ghoul. Confession, I've never actually seen The Shining, so a lot of the pop cultural references here are going to go completely over my head. I am not a huge fan of scary movies, but I am a huge fan of Monster High, so these dolls are important to me. Hello there. We see you playing all alone. We, of all ghouls, understand how lonely this hotel can be, especially when it's monstrously snowy outside. Why don't you come play with us? We have been haunting these halls forever and ever and ever, lurking for a guest like you to be our new beast friend. Somebody who can appreciate how scary cute we are. Mirror images holding hands in our matching dresses. Oh, please don't ride your tricycle away. Maybe we can use this key to play a fantastic game of hide and shriek in room 237. We only hope that you have a freaky fab time during your stay here at the Overlook Hotel. Okay, 'cause that's not creepy. Let's open this box for a closer look. Okay, so the packaging is pretty cool. It just opens up and you get this scene of a hotel hallway. It's a perfect little backdrop, like a diorama. Okay, so how do we get them out without destroying the backdrop? I'm thinking we can go and open the bottom of the box. This is gonna mess up my nails. I opened the top and now this piece can just slide out, which is pretty cool. But it looks like we're stuck with this plastic on the packaging. So on the back of the box, we find doll stands. So we can just take those out and remove the tape to carefully remove those plastic inserts. I am trying to be very careful not to destroy the backdrop because the backdrop is awesome, but it's got all these little cuts in it from the plastic. And I know that they had to keep the dolls in place and all that, but it'd be really cool if there was like a insert that came in so that the back could be left intact, because Mattel makes really, really cool packaging. It just, has little cuts all in it. All right, now we can put this back inside the box. Then we can place the dolls on their stands in front. Or take scrapbook paper, our printable doors, foam board, and get crafty. Use a ruler to measure up 13 inches, trim off the excess, measure over 10 inches from the sides, score it so that it can be bent to make a corner. And I just realized that this is not going to fold up the way I want it to. So I trim off 10 inches from the other side. So now I have a small corner that is 10 inches on one side and 10 inches on the other and goes up 13 inches. Take the leftover 10-inch piece and the leftover foam board. And we're going to attach these together to make another corner wall by placing the shorter one on top of the larger one. And we're going to line up those edges, then glue the scrapbook paper going over the edge to connect the two walls. Now I'm going to use our printable doors, cut them out, and glue them onto the foam board. Cut out the trim from our storefront printables, glue it around the bottom for baseboards to make a little corner with doors. Make more. This one is the 10 by 10 inch walls, and I added another leftover piece of foam board onto the side. So we kind of have it going that way, then that way. And when we put them together, we get a hallway inspired by the box that easily folds down for storage. We can store it on a bookcase and bring it out when we need it, like now. Here are the twins. They do come with doll stands that say Monster High. They also come with a key that says Room 237, a typed piece of paper that says all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That line is repeated all the way down. And they also have a small yellow tennis ball. We get two dolls, they're twins, and they look pretty identical. There is a slight difference, however, in their hands. This doll's left hand is curled, and the other doll's right hand has all of the fingers together so they can be positioned to hold hands. That's kind of cute. With their shoes on, they're right about 10 inches. They have brown hair. It does have some product in it, making some curls at the bottom. It's parted on one side, and they have an axe hair clip. They wear light blue dresses with white polka dots. They have puff sleeves. They look like they're made out of tulle. They have the same polka dots. Then there is lace at the bottom. They have a sewn-on collar trimmed with white lace. There are sewn details going down the front. Then it opens up into a skirt with a pleated detail at the bottom and more white lace. They have a light pink ribbon tied around the waist with a bow. It is sewn to the dress. The dress velcros in the back. They wear knee-high socks that have sewn elastic around the top for a snug fit. They wear black shoes with green soles. There is a little design going across the front, and the heel looks like an animal. When I used to watch Monster High, I always wanted a normie, and I feel like I kind of got one now. with the Grady twins. Well, I guess Jackson was like half normie, so does that count? These dolls have a very pale skin tone, and that's because they're not alive. I just did a really fast Google search, and yeah. So, they're not normies. I told you, I know nothing about The Shining. Well, I do now because of my little Google search, and now we know a little bit more about them. So, yeah, their whole history is pretty tragic. Looking closely at the faces, they are pretty neat. There is a pink eyeshadow on the lid, then there is brown going around, creating like a smoky eye. They have brown eyes with little touches of purple and a very neutral lip color. They are fully articulated with movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee. The articulation we would expect to see on a Monster High doll. She can hold the keys, she can hold the tennis ball, and it's possible to balance the paper. But I don't think they were designed to do that. I just wanted to see if I could. When I heard the news that this line was going to come out, I was very excited because I missed Monster High. Like, for real. But being a collector series, that means these dolls can get kind of pricey. Monster High has always been known for their attention to detail, and with these two dolls, I do believe they delivered. They're cute, there are a lot of details in their clothing, and I do enjoy a good miniature. However, I would have loved if the packaging made a perfect diorama. But if you don't plan on ever unboxing these, then forget everything I just said. From a collector standpoint, they are definitely a must-have for me because I love Monster High, and having an opportunity to see them again is just fantastic. See what I did there? Talking in Monster High talk. If you were able to grab one, then congrats. If not, then keep an eye out on Mattel Creations' website. Who knows what they'll come up with next. On a side note, I would love to see aliens as Monster High characters. Just throwing that out there in case anyone's listening, because you know, your girl loves her sci-fi. Thank you for joining us while we took a look at the Grady twins from the makers of Monster High, Skullector Dolls. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time.